date he will return to Senate. John McCain will return to Washington next week, giving the Senate GOP its full contingent of 52 votes during what is sure to be a turbulent September, according to Republican aides. The Arizona senator will return after his huge betrayal to Trump and the Republican Party. He has been undergoing treatment for brain cancer. He will actually be leading the chamber's debate about the National Defense Authorization Act. This has been McCain's baby. It is now all that he cares about. Advertisement. Hopefully McCain will return to D.C. with his constituents' wishes at the forefront of his mind. Obamacare repeal, tax reform, and a border wall. If he serves the Arizona and American people, he will win the next election he has. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell attempted to move to the defense bill after McCain helped sink the Obamacare repeal bill in July, but Senator Rand Paul blocked the move. Senator John McCain completed his first round of chemotherapy treatment 2 weeks ago, his daughter Meghan McCain said earlier this month. Advertisement. The Senate will be considering the new bill as early as next week. Mitch McConnell has made no formal announcement. Also, Congress has to pass a spending package and raise the debt ceiling, so it remains to be seen what McCain is going to try and add in the spending package. It is sad that McCain has brain cancer, but that is no excuse to betray the party and the voters who put him in office. He was campaigning in 2016 saying that he would repeal Obamacare, yet with Trump in the White House, McCain all of the sudden doesn't want to alleviate us of that garbage. McCain and the rest of the rhinos don't serve us, they serve the deep state's subversive terrorists who are trying to undermine everything President Trump is doing. What do you think of McCain returning? Breaking. California wants to legalize another drug, it's way stronger than pot. California would become the first state in the nation to legalize psychedelic mushrooms if a long-shot ballot initiative passes muster with voters next year. A legalization activist who says he kicked his heroin habit with the help of a mushroom trip in Death Valley backs the measure. It would allow Californians over the age of 21 to be exempt from a state law. The law criminalizes psilocybin mushrooms. These mushrooms are psychedelic and contribute to a very intense high. Advertisement. There is a cultural fascination with mushrooms that goes really deep, said Kevin Saunders, the activist behind the initiative. The soccer moms are all pretty much, for lack of a better term, high now, and some of them are taking mushrooms. Saunders filed his measure with the Office of California Attorney General Xavier Becerra on Friday. Becerra and his office will review the filing. They will review the language in the form and then will submit a ballot title and a formal summary of the measure. Once Becerra's office completes those portions of the process, the supporters of the measure will be legally permitted to put out petitions to support their initiative. Advertisement. Psilocybin is a Schedule I substance under federal law, meaning it is ripe for potential abuse and has no widely accepted medical use. Other Schedule I drugs include heroin, LSD, ecstasy and bath salts. Marijuana is still included on the federal government's list of Schedule I drugs, even though numerous states have approved the drug for medical purposes. California is the most progressive state and is one of 8 states that have legalized marijuana for legal recreational use. Saunders said that legalizing the mushrooms is the logical next step. Is this shocking? You give liberals an inch, they try to take a mile. The gay marriage has led to petitions for the marrying between human and animals, and now some are saying that age doesn't matter. But the hurdle for gaining ballot access is steep. To qualify, supporters will have to turn in more than 365,000 valid signatures of California voters, a difficult undertaking for even a well-funded campaign. What do you think of this initiative? President Trump fires first shot in war with Congress over tax reform, scores direct hit. President Trump on Wednesday sent a warning to Congress. He told them that they better not disappoint him and tax reform should be passed. Trump also predicted a comeback to pass a massive overhaul regarding the complicated tax code. "This is our once-in-a-generation opportunity to deliver real tax reform for everyday hardworking American, and I am fully committed to working with Congress to get this job done, and I don't want to be disappointed by Congress," Trump said during a speech in Springfield, Mo, focused on tax reform. "Do you understand me?" Advertisement. The president keeps pushing Congress to make a comeback. He wants the comeback because the American people are definitely counting on them doing their job. Trump has been very angry about the Senate's failure to repeal the Obamacare disaster and is upset about the traitors in his ranks. The president's relationship with Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has become frosty in the ensuing weeks. McConnell said earlier this month that Trump has excessive expectations of Congress's ability to advance his agenda. Advertisement. Trump's comments came as lawmakers head into a busy month, in which they must pass legislation to fund the government and raise the debt ceiling. GOP leaders have showed that they will fight back against the obstructions and the traitors. They want to make tax reform a top priority. The tax reform definitely needs to be passed. Simplifying and reducing makes the American people better and the economy stronger. Trump on Wednesday demanded the simplification of individual tax incomes returns and lowering the corporate tax rates. Lowering corporate tax rates will be bringing back jobs for the Americans. Meanwhile, the nation's attention has turned in recent days to the devastation caused by Hurricane Harvey in Texas and Louisiana. Emergency funding for the recovery effort will join an already crowded September schedule for lawmakers. What do you think about the move by President Trump? Kim Kardashian runs her mouth at Trump, discovers easy way to ruin her career. Hollywood just can't get out of its own way these days. The liberals are foaming at the mouth over Trump's win and more, that he is actually doing what he promised on the campaign trail. That is what is really getting them. Advertisement. Look, Trump ran against both parties and most liberals held out hope that he would work with or be sympathetic to the Democrats. He has tried, but they don't want to compromise, same way Obama did when he won. He made the effort to reach across the aisle with his conditions because, as he famously said, elections have consequences. Advertisement. Trump did the same, tried to work with them, but they are acting like Hillary won, not Trump. Until they get over it and admit they lost the election, not Russia or WikiLeaks, they will never be able to work with Trump. Because they have to compromise because they lost. If they think Trump illegitimate, it allows them to do what they do best, obstruct. And this false thinking spread by the media allows Hollywood liberals to sit on their high horse and pontificate about things they know nothing about. This is not new, but what is the venom they use to attack Trump. And Kim Kardashian, for some reason, has decided that she needs to get political now, proving she is just another Hollywood lemming following the leader off the cliff. Kim sat for an interview with Harper's Bazaar and ran her mouth at Trump in disgusting fashion. "Sometimes I feel like I want to speak out more about political issues," Ken said. "You have to be really careful about what you say, because a lot of things can be taken in the wrong context, and I always want to be respectful. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings." She should have followed her own damn advice, because in the next sentence she found an easy way to ruin a career. When asked who should be in the White House, she said, "Not the president now. Anyone can run the U.S. better. My daughter would be better. We've worked so hard to get to where we were and to have so many things that we were so proud of in our country. To just literally revert backwards is the most frustrating thing. Some would say Obama took us backward, Kim. You do know there are two sides to every coin, don't you?" She went on. "Every single day when you can't really believe what's going on, the next day it's something else even more crazy and tragic. It's really scary, the world that we're living in now. And when you did feel safe at home, now with Trump in presidency you just don't feel safe anymore." From a woman who got famous from a sex tape and then went on to ruin the discourse of America with a totally crass reality show and shameless self-promotion antics. To put it mildly, her 15 minutes of fame are up. Even Trump's jaw dropped when he saw price of vacation mansion Obama wants to buy. The Obama's favorite vacation during the regime of Barack Obama at the White House is still their go-to spot for vacations. In fact, they may purchase a permanent place there. The Boston Globe is one of the first to report that Barack Obama and Michelle are seeking to purchase 2 plots of land that are for sale on Martha's Vineyard. This is part of a larger land owned by Caroline Kennedy, which was inherited by her from Jackie Onassis. Advertisement. The waterfront properties, part of the Redgate Farm estate, were put on the market several months ago and are going for $12 million and $15 million a pop. President Obama spent 7 years of his presidency vacationing on Martha's Vineyard, and now the Boston Globe is reporting that his family is eyeing a permanent place on the island. Advertisement. The $15 million plot of land lays on the Atlantic Ocean and is on the western point of the island. This is the land that Obama and his family took frequent vacations at taxpayers' expense there. The vast acreage and exquisite dune-fringed sands give the sense of a world apart in an idyllic landscape which has remained virtually unchanged over the centuries, the ad says. The ad continues to say that it is placed on a southwest-facing ridge. The possible home location would present amazing views of the ocean and sunrises. The sublime seaside paradise is almost heavenly. Good to see the Obamas living large after we paid their bills for 8 years. Trails meander through the lush age-old landscape of iconic beetle bung, oak, and beech trees in the splendid solitude of this truly extraordinary property, a natural habitat for abundant wildlife, the listing boasts. Honestly, Obama should use this purchase to enjoy his retirement by staying out of elections. What do you think about this?